You know, in college, you learn the nuts and the bolts. You learn what's in a textbook, and you learn what a professor's experience is. This, you're actually hearing from professionals. And these professionals are giving you insight that you can't find in a textbook, you can't find online. You can only find it by talking to people that do it.
My thoughts on the TPG, Sports Career Conference, is it's a great opportunity for these students. Would have died to have something like this to come to when I was in school. And you know, so many people tell you to go network and go meet people and go do that, but how do you do it? And no one tells you exactly how to do it. So I feel like this has been a great experience for these students to actually learn firsthand from professionals how you're supposed to network.
Well, I just think it's an amazing opportunity for people that are interested in being in the sports industry because there's so many just pioneers in the industry there.
Well, if last year was a bachelor's and this year's was a master's, and it was amazing the contact that the attendees had with the panelists, and I thought the panelists told great stories and gave some great tips on how to move forward in your career.
Sometimes with these events, it can be much more glamour and about who's there, and it gets a little bit more, it gets overwhelming. Sometimes you want just the hardcore information, and some of the other ones, it gets beyond that and it becomes about them as opposed to the attendees.
I think this conference stands out because it's so personal. You have the moderator, you have students being able to ask specific questions, you have people on the panel from different backgrounds. I think the personal aspect's the biggest advantage that this conference brings that you don't see at a lot of different places.
This is unique in that it's geared, I think, towards people who are looking to get into the industry, and I think they need to hear this. I'm not sure they hear what we had to say in a classroom setting.
What I think events like this will help young people to do is to say, I'm normal. A lot of people don't know what they want to do, and look, they've been able to make a career out of working in sports. Even if I don't know what discipline I want to go through, if I don't know what team I want to work for, what city I want to live in, there's an opportunity if I make the opportunity. So I just think it will help them to hear other people's stories, and just hopefully that will encourage them to live and really pursue their life and livelihoods and whatever direction that might take them. But there's multiple routes to get to the same destination, and that's what people have to remember.
It's a great opportunity. It's a great opportunity for students to learn about trying to break into the sports industry. It's a very coveted industry. These things are invaluable because you're dealing with professionals from all different walks of life and all different industries and in departments. So you're able, no matter who you are, you're going to find someone that you can relate to be able to correlate, your interests and try to get some advice to try to get in.
And I wish when I was their age we had stuff like this. Maybe we did, I don't know. But this is fantastic because it just gives them some insight, internships, how it works, what to take advantage of, what not to do from people that have been there, done that. So there's not a clear road, there's not a clear path, but getting insight from professionals that have been in the industry 10, 15, 20 years is obviously beneficial for these guys.
A lot of whom are looking for jobs. I think this is a great way for them to come out, learn from people who are going to be giving those jobs, and a great way for them to maybe network and find something for them.
Well, I think the attendees can take back a lot of things. I think they've heard the messages from us is how important it is to communicate and be able to have yourself prepared for future employment when you get into the sports business, how committed you have to be, and the experiences that you take in the summertime so that you can go into these positions, and realize that there's a lot of opportunity out there, but you've got to be up front and center and aggressive about it.
Because experience, I can't harp on it enough, and networking is what's going to actually help you get there. It's great that you go to school and you get that 3.0 or that 4.0. That's great and everything, but these conferences allow you the opportunity to meet other people. Somebody knows somebody that you can connect with and meet with and you can impress.
Kind of how I came up through the business. If I had the advice that I hope I'm giving out now when I was younger, would have made a big difference. So I enjoy meeting college kids who want to be in this industry.
Well, I'd like to think what I tried to relay to them is that it's about networking. And that's what this is all about.
It's very important because you might not have the opportunity to meet some of these people in any other avenue than coming to a conference like this. To get this many professionals and people in the sports area in one place at one time is very rare. So it's great. It's a great opportunity for the students.
You've got to know the right people. You've got to be networking. You've got to know who you're dealing with. It's all about finding people that can help you in this industry. And it's knowing, not only knowing them, but it's also using their networks and what that looks like. Everybody wants to help everybody out. In general, we want to help each other out. So it's all about learning people and be very personable with people. It's all about the relationship that you build. Everything's about that.
I think it's an awesome event. I think it's one that's much needed because I think for the young up-and-comers, anytime you can draw on experience and talk to people and network, I think that's something that's real positive.
You see some of these events and you hear people speak and you're trying, the students or young professionals are trying to figure out and decipher, okay, what are the key points from these guys? But they don't have access to the guys. They don't have access to the professionals. So I think that's the key, is really the key point, talking one-on-one with someone someone that you want to be like, someone that has a job that you want and is 15 or 20 years older that you can learn from, having access, shaking their hands, getting a business card, getting their email, looking them in the eye and saying, nice to meet you, tell me something, how did you get to where you are now? That one-on-one focus is vital. And I think at other places, you hear them speak, but you don't talk one-on-one. You don't have that interaction. The interaction's the key.